FlatsClass YouTube fans, Captain CA here, and I'm going to take you on a little scalloping adventure today. We just got back from scalloping with friends Dave and Julie down there on Florida's Sports Coast. Now, the scallop season on Florida's Sports Coast, Pasco County, begins in July 1 and ends on August 6, so it's an abbreviated season, although it has been extended over recent years. So I will tell you this, I was pleasantly surprised on how many scallops we saw. It was really unbelievable. But don't take my word for it. You go jump in the boat with us, and I'll be back here to give you some pointers and some rules and regs that you're going to want to know so you can take your family to do this adventure yourself. We're going scalloping.
I got it.
We've got our two best scallopers still on board, but Dave's already in the water. But we're here in the beautiful Florida Sports Coast. That's Pasco County. They actually have a season for scallops now the last few years, and this year it was extended. So we've decided to take advantage of it, and we have discovered it's a lot less crowded. So I'm gonna like this today. We're not gonna be boat to boat. We're gonna actually have a good time doing this. So join us as we go overboard and start collecting scallops. Let's go. Mind when you're scalloping, never get more than about 75 yards away from your vessel and your dive flag. It's a safety issue, it really is. There's plenty of boats that will idle around here. You want to make sure that you're doing all the right things to keep you and all your friends and family safe. Back at it.
fish especially around those sand holes, make sure you check the grass all along it.
Pro tip. Pro tip.
We had baby shampoo in the boat, and baby shampoo is one of the best anti-fogs you can use for your mask, and it also doesn't burn your eyes, and it's really cheap. Pro tip.
Pro tip. Pro tip. Julie, this is not a scallop.
Oh.
It's a shellfish, but it's not the right shellfish.
Can we eat them?
Okay, Jesse got twice
No.
as many as I did.
No, we cannot eat it.
So that means
We might want to let
Right.
that one
We'll
go.
let them go then.
If you really want to be successful scalloping, you've got to come here during the last part of the outgoing and the first part of the incoming, or vice versa. Because when the tide is slow, it's a lot easier to find scallops. When the tide is shredding. All right, back at it. Anchor in these sand holes. The reason we do that, Dave,
We don't want to tear up our bottom.
we want to protect that seagrass.
Do it in the keys too, no reefy damage.
That's right. It's the right thing to do, and it's the smart thing to do. Good work. Mission scallop, very successful. Full limit in what? Hour and a half, 2 hours?
Less than 2 hours.
Less than 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. It's pretty good here on the Orange Coast. You haven't been here to do scallop season? For me? Well, if you couldn't tell, we had a ball doing this. Absolutely. And scalloping is something we still do every summer. We really do. When I lived in Tampa Bay, if Pasco would have had a scallop season then, I could have saved myself a lot of time and just day tripped it to Pasco County instead of running all the way up here where I live now in Crystal River. But now the Sports Coast has their own scallop season, and I was pleasantly surprised on how readily available it was, and a lot less pressure. It was nice. This was the second weekend in scallop season, and I didn't see that much pressure on the scallops myself. Now, you're going to need a fishing license for sure, because law enforcement, FWC, was not only at the ramp, but they were on the water, and they were checking limits. Speaking of limits, that's a 10-gallon vessel limit if you've got more than 5 people. It's 2 gallons in the shell per person if you have fewer people. So it was for us, it was an easy limit to get and a lot of fun. 2 hours swimming in the water. That tip I gave you about swimming on those closer to the slack tide, whether that be high or low, that's a big factor. I'm going to tell you right now, because in my opinion, when that tide really starts shredding, especially on the bigger moons, it will make a difference in your stamina levels in the water. So if you can be there on the slower tide, definitely helps you out. Remember, you must have a dive flag. That dive flag should be very visible. Don't put it too low in the boat where you might have a bimini and someone can't see it. You want people slow idling around you, not running around you, and try to stay within 100 yards. I always tell everyone to stay within 75 yards of our boat with the dive flag because I feel that's safer. But 100 yards is the absolute rule. When you're in the water doing it, you're going to find these scallops in anywhere or as shallow as 3 feet of water or less, all the way up to 8 to 10 feet of water, with 3 to 8 being the most popular. We found most of our scallops in 4 feet of water. We honestly did. And then at the end of the day, you know, as much fun as we used to have this as a family when Blondie and I had Jazzy and Cam going with us when we were kids, and Grandma and Grandpa would come with us, well, they've grown up now. They've got their own things going on, and they don't usually go scalloping with us anymore. And Grandma and Grandpa, they like to eat the scallops, but they're not so crazy about going out there in the summer heat anymore. But a couple of middle-aged people, we like doing it. It's fun, and it's still a lot of fun. And as you saw, those char-grilled on the half-shell scallops look pretty yummy. Garlic, butter, salt and pepper, Parmesan cheese. Come on. And look at this plate of food here that Julie made for us with the linguine. Ooh. I can tell you, there is definitely a reward to the effort that you put into this. If you like what you're seeing here at FlatsClass YouTube, you enjoy not only adventures like this, but you love the fishing tips. You love all the techniques and tactics that I share on a routine basis, really every day with you guys. You like watching the Tidewater Diaries. You watch some of our latest episodes of FlatsClass TV here. If you do all of that, why not subscribe? Because if you subscribe, hit the notification bell, give us that thumbs up, we're going to grow. We're going to grow to 50,000 subs soon. And when we get that far, well, we're going to take this channel to a whole new level. All right, I'm going to go back out to the barn and give you guys a fishing lesson next. I think it's going to be on spooling up spinning gear. All right, until next time, Captain CA. Well, I'll have to do another video, obviously.